Okay.
Okay, so are we ready?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait, oh, the microphone, Jesus.
Hello. Welcome to Lidicia's channel, and I have my friend with me here today. Who is my guest?
Hello, guys. My name is Melina.
Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about friendships because we've been friends for so many years. Like how many years?
We've been friends since 2013.
That's about 11
It's
years.
11 years.
Yes, 11 years. That's a long time to be friends, and we've stayed friends for this long.
We've definitely have our up and downs.
Yes.
We don't always like. I know for a fact that there have been periods, especially years back, where it will go like months without talking. But anytime we talk, it's never like anything awkward or like
Yes.
uncomfortable. Like, oh yeah, hi, all that awkwardness. That has never been the case with us.
That's true. That's
So
true.
yeah,
Yes. I actually agree because that friendship is already there keeping us, like the love between us is already keeping us intact. That whenever
definitely.
we speak, like my friend said, like it doesn't feel awkward, it doesn't feel difficult, it doesn't feel like fake. We still keep it real every time we
It's
speak,
not
even
forced.
if yes, it's not forced. Thank you. Even if we haven't spoken for like 3 months or so.
Exactly.
Comparison between like our younger selves and now, childhood friendship and adulthood friendship. So, what do you have to say about your making friends when you were young?
Making friends for me, definitely. As a kid, I was never like really out there. I'm a very shy person. So the first friends I've ever made, like the close ones, are definitely like maybe like my parents have like friends and their friends have kids,
Yeah.
and we are in the same age. But of course, I'm never the one to go forth first. I know that for a fact. I never go forth first to like start conversation, like be confident. Do you want to play? I'll just be like close to my mom, just sitting looking. I want to play with you, but I don't know how to go
You're
about it.
shy?
I don't know how to go about it. But once it eventually you start playing, because you're a kid.
Yes, yes.
It will happen either way. So when it happens now, then I become very playful. You know, let's do this. Let's do comfortable. Exactly,
Yes.
comfortable. So childhood friends were definitely more carefree, I would say.
Mm.
Like everyone could be your friend. It doesn't matter, like, oh, how you look, this, that, and the other.
Yes.
We're just kids that want to have fun. We don't
Yes.
think about. We don't have like any worry in the world, if we say so. So
Mm.
it was easier for me to make friendships. When I was a
Yes.
kid compared to like maybe as I was growing up. You know,
Mm.
I think also in a way my background also plays roles in my friendship. You know how maybe I'm going too deep into this topic now, but for example, you know how like how parents now maybe they are doing something and then they don't want like the other people to know,
Yes.
so they kind of like impose on you like, don't say anything about this to your friend, so that they will not find out through their kid.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
yes,
hope I'm making sense.
yes. I totally understand. Then,
So and then you don't want to for me, I remember this vividly, like such things happening like that, like I'll be with like this my close friend. I'm not gonna say her name, of course, but
yes,
a
yes.
childhood friend of mine, and then there's a way I want to talk to her, tell her things, but I'm not allowed to because my mom or my dad told me,
Not to tell.
yeah, get what you're gonna say, it's just strictly games and play. Don't go any deeply into other topics.
Yes.
And I remember that will leave a stigma in my head, like oh, now I have to also become reserved and not be able to talk and not be able to say certain things. I felt that from a young age, but of course back then I could not really describe what the feeling. I was like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel this sadness?
Yes. We didn't even know what that feeling was.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I feel like that also played a role in my friendships moving forward. Definitely. And of course, as you grow older, you have other like ideas and impressions, and you see kind of maybe people's personality, how they don't match with yours.
You're a bit picky.
You become picky.
Yes.
Whether you want it or not, it kind of happens.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you have to say on this topic?
Yes,
I've been talking for
actually.
too long. And I hope I'm making sense, guys. But yeah,
We'll see. Childhood friendship for me, it was easier for me to make friends when I was younger. Like I'm a very social, bubbly person, and I easily talk to people, and I feel like that interaction it gets back to me. People want to interact with me as well. So I'm a very playful kid, but there's also this childhood thing that my mom didn't allow us like go out and play. So most times we're always indoors. But when she's not around, then me and my little brother we usually run outside to play. And when we see she's coming down from the street, we just run inside and pretend like we were outside playing.
Each time you guys are playing, someone has to be peeping if she's coming.
Yes, yes. That's kind of like the childhood friendship. So kind of like a little bit scared to like be playful, but at the same time, it's like it's as kids. That's the only thing we wanted to do back then. Yeah. But I had really good friends then, like school friends, compound friends, because when back in Nigeria, when you live like in a specific kind of like household, there is like people also living close by that they come and gather in a certain place and they play. So that kind of experience still sticks in my head, and I think it followed me all through to my adulthood friendship, like bringing in people, making so many friends, like interacting with social. And you know me already, like I'm so social.
Definitely.
But at the same time, I try to keep my main close friends, I can say, in a very like small circle, not large. But yeah, that's all I can say about that.
Yeah. For me anyways, I've realized, like, you know, for the past maybe 6 years, but since I started uni anyways, I realized that I'm not as social as I thought I was. I don't even know what made me think I'm such a social, but I was like, oh, once I go to uni, I'm gonna make all this bunch of friends. I was just in my house the whole time.
She was always indoors. She never goes out.
If it's not for exams or like a seminar on campus, what's the reason of going out? All those parties. I was like, I don't have time for all of those things. Nah, I don't feel like it. We'll go and do what there. Nah.
And I remember we always like tell her, you have to go out. You have to make friends. You're just indoor.
No,
like
I am actually not a social person.
Yes.
I don't want to say that I'm antisocial, but I just don't know. For me personally, I'm just like very.
You're social when you want to be social. Like when we're outside partying.
Yeah, like it really depends. Like maybe I have to have some alcohol in my system to be able to talk, and that is not a good thing though. I don't think that's a good trait. Like you should be able to be yourself and be yourself. To be like, you know, social without you needing the influence of alcohol.
Yeah,
you know?
intoxication.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I do believe that I'm very approachable. That's what I think, anyways. If I was to see,
you have this friendly face.
Yeah, if I was to see myself outside my body, you know, if I want to believe that I'm a very like approachable person. Like people can easily come to me and like ask me things and start a conversation, but I don't think I'm that kind of person. I'll just be in my corner and I'll be looking. I'll just be on my phone, you know, and I'm very reserved person, definitely, and that is what I think. That's why I was also as a kid. Like I would just sit in one corner and be looking. Mainly because I was scared of my dad. I didn't want him to like be mad at me. I was
scared of my mom.
He definitely exercised a lot of discipline on us.
Yes.
And me being the first child, I don't know, I just felt
African parents. I think it's just something to do with them. African parents, like, they scare you.
Anytime other kids are out there running, me, I'll just be in one corner. Like
I remember when I first met you, you have this friendly face, like approachable face that you don't feel scared of holding back coming to you. Like you usually say that bitchy look and all that. You don't actually. Like it's easy for anyone to approach you and talk to you, and you're so free spirited. I think that's why we stayed friends for this long. But as for me, I don't know. I feel like I'm also a free person, consider I'm a social person, but I don't know how other people perceive me from the outside.
Well, what do you think when you think about it right now at this instant?
At this instant,
if you could have your body outside your body, you know, and have that experience, what would you think?
I can say I'm a bit like just observant, like, and I don't know. Do you think that now in your adulthood you really don't want to make more friends anymore? It's like you come to that stage in life whereby you feel like even interacting with new people, it's draining. It takes time. It's like going out with new friends, so it's better to keep your friends you've known for years still.
Oh my god, that was a very good question, because I've actually thought about it. I'm always like, oh, I want to visit the world and do all these things, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have a problem visiting the world and doing all those things solo or with the friends I already have. So to answer that question, I feel like I don't think I want to make any more friends, and if I'm going to, I just hope that, you know, there are people that really add to my life, like not any meaningless friendship that, you know, I will have to experience. You know, those experience like the drama experience when you were in high school,
girls drama,
like
shitty talks.
Hopefully, if I'm going to make any more friends, like they are adult people, grown up people, you know, that know what they want.
Mature mind.
They're not trying to get to become a friend for benefit. Even if, of course, friendship are always benefit. They always have to be beneficial.
Reciprocal,
but, you know, it depends on what your how will I say it now? Your approach is, and your I cannot think of the word in English. Hey.
Try another
your
word.
motive, like
motive,
you know, there's a reason why you want to become friends with this person. I want to become friends with her because she's
just because you want to gain something from that person.
That's like if I become my friend because you are jealous of me, if I become my friend because you know that I'm close to someone else, that you want to get close to, or you want to get close to me because you are jealous of me and maybe you want to copy me. I don't know, you know, weird things like that. Very high. Or
you want to become my friend because there is something you want to gain from me, like
screaming that thing just screams
insecurities.
Unsolved personal issues that you're trying not to spread on me. Like, come on, we're grown-ups now. Like, if you're gonna come to my life, like, come, like, you know, for a purpose, and the purpose better be positive, like beneficial from both sides.
Exactly.
Not like, you know. Exactly. So that's what I hope for if moving forward with friendships, you know, whether they are guys or girls. Even though I feel like guy friendships for me personally
are the best.
That is
they're the best. Comparison to like female friendship, like I feel like female friendship there's so much drama.
True.
Like there is so much hostility,
hidden motives, like, and
every time you just want to argue, every time you just want to talk about something that was done wrong or something that is supposed to be done right. Like, but with guys' friendship, they really don't care. From Nigeria, that I still keep now as friends. For you to know, like, let's say 15 years friendship from back home. And
I mean, I have to ask one question though. Like, I feel like those friendships I don't know if I'm just seeing that from your own perspective. Yeah, like this friendship that you're mentioning now, the 15 years friendship, they only worked out because there was this distance always. Like you are here in Europe, they're in Africa. Are you trying to tell me now that if you guys were living in the same continent, the same Nigerian guys were living now, they wouldn't have pursued you romantically? Because that's the problem with me with guy friends. Like, I personally believe that they don't work because one way or the other, a guy being a friend of yours, their motive is always an intimate
feel like there'll be like an attraction,
definitely, always. And it of course it can come from your side too, but I feel like guys being intentionally friends with girls, their motive is because they want
something in return.
They want to get into your pants.
Sexual thing.
Let me just say
okay. It's possible, definitely. Like, I've had guy friends that really want to date me.
You see,
yes, it happens, but there are also guy friends. They are
never platonic. That's what I'm trying to say. That I've never experienced anyways, or I've never known of platonic friendships between a man and a woman. I guess we're two different people. We have two different experiences in all aspects. But for me personally, every guy that I've spoken to,
they really want something to do with
always
you because you're
always.
Pretty, fine girl.
Not by force. So I don't know. At some point, I kind of felt sad about, like, I'll be thinking, like, am I only desirable as something to conquer sexually? Like, why don't you want to be my friend? Why don't you just want to care about me as a friend?
Okay, we're gonna talk about is lasting friendships. Like, what are your takes about friendship that last? For example, our friendship is like the factors that makes it last longer. And then we're also going to divert after this conversation and talk about broken friendship. What are the factors that make friendship breaks?
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Lasting friendships, you said. Yeah. So I will start with a rhetorical question.
Okay.
What signifies a lasting friendship? Because lasting friendships can be a friendship that has been going on for 5 years, or a friendship that's going on for like 2 years or 10 years, like us.
Yeah.
So what is a lasting friendship? Like, I feel like 5 years, like, we have to be friends for a long time.
For a very long time. Like, 1 year is not.
For me, I don't know. Like you said, definitely agree on that. Also, I think maybe the things you have gone through with that person in the friendship, maybe like experiences or like hardships, maybe about maybe a personal issue of mine that happened and you was there for me, or I've seen you in your very low state and I've been there, like, experiencing you, like, when you are less happy or less, like, satisfied with whatever is happening in your life. I feel like those ones are called lasting, like, being able to see you through and all,
Yeah.
and still be there
Yeah.
despite all.
So you say one of the factor is being one of the factors is being there for the person, like
Yeah,
being
in
present.
all
That
their
makes a
stages in life,
friendship last.
not only the happy ones and the, oh, we're taking pictures and we
Yeah.
look cute and we're on girls trips, and the
The
shitty,
ugly ones
the
as
shitty
well.
ones,
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know if you can say shit. Maybe we should delete that one. But the bad ones.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
I mean. That's what and we have. I want to believe that we have definitely experienced from both sides.
From both sides, like both the ugly
those
and
moments.
the beautiful moments. Yes,
Definitely,
true.
definitely.
And I'd love to add also like trust. That also has to do with like friendship that lasts long, because and love as well. But let me speak on the trust one. It's very difficult for me to trust people actually, but still there can still be that little percentage of trust I can have in someone. If I don't trust someone, I won't want to relate with that person. And if it's probably I can just call you friends in a certain level, but not to an extent whereby I come with you with my problems. My friends of so many years that have like that I feel like, yeah, I trust them to a certain extent and I can talk to them about some certain issues or certain problems that I have. Those are the people I feel like keeping for the rest of my life, because they know like many deep things about me. You understand? They understand me from different aspects. It's like I can be vulnerable when I'm with them. I can be myself. I can be comfortable. I can cry. I can be happy. Just that makes the trust even grows more and makes the friendship grow more.
Yeah.
Yes, and love too. Like having love between friends, in a way, that's very important. It's like it also has to do in relationships, like with your spouse, or also friendship, which is like girl to girl friendship, guys to guys friendship. It's like the love makes the friendship last, even when you guys get into like a fight. But the love you people have for each other, you forgive, because love makes you forgive and move on from that. It's not something you maybe reverse to and think about.
Reminds me of something that we experienced.
Yes,
I think about that.
I don't want to go into detail with that, but
no,
it's related. Yeah, it's related.
Yeah, okay.
And with other people as well, like I've had the same thing. Like something goes wrong, and if you're a really good friend and I look back to how we've been friends, not just something bad that happens now that destroys the friendship, but I look back to how you've been there for me as a friend. I'll forgive, because I still have that love for you as a friend. So I feel like that also makes the friendship last long. That's why the thing that happened between us never really broke us.
No.
Because I love you. Because we've been together for so many years, we've had different moments.
Yeah, definitely.
You've been good to me in so many ways. So to compare the good and the bad, the good is so much more than the bad.
Yeah.
So I can't just end a friendship like that, because, and that's the same way I want you to feel as well. Like I don't want to do any wrong to you, but anything can happen. I might piss you off tomorrow or do something stupid, but still I expect the love back, because I know we've been through so much more, and that love is still there to make us forgive and move on as friends. Yeah, have
it happened to you that you kind of trusted somebody, or you kind of felt like this person is my friend, and then they do you so wrongly?
Yeah.
And then how do you handle that when it happens in that moment?
Yes, it's
they really like kind of insult you, and
yes.
The whole you thought
this
they were
is bringing back memories.
Hey, sorry.
No, it's okay. But it's good to visit those memories sometimes and talk
compare
about
like how you was and how you was now, the evolution, the growth.
True.
Your so-called friend, they do you so badly, they disappoint you, offend you, insult you. How do you deal with that at that moment? Like what is the process of you dealing with it, and
Yes, I will talk about
moving forward.
I'll talk about dealing with it then, and dealing with it now. How I deal with it now. Then, like, of course, like I've had a lot of like heartbreaks when it comes to friendships, and it's painful. It's like it's really draining. It hurts. It feels like the world is against me. It's like I feel that way whenever someone I trust or someone I hold high to an extreme level, like disappoints me or hurts me, if it feels really bad, like I can't even explain it. Like my emotions are like downwards. It's like my emotions are downwards.
Yeah.
But and at that point, I break off with a person, whoever it is. I just like person will seem like a ghost to me, even in the streets. And you've seen me that way as
Oh,
well.
I definitely know what she's talking about.
She knows what I'm talking about.
100%.
But now I feel like I'm so much better, because I've grown. Like I'm so much better in handling some situations. I sit back, I think, I measure the situation. I try to think of the reason why this person acted the way she or he acted, even if it isn't right.
Really?
And I think, I have a lot of thoughts that goes into my mind, and I also think about who is this person in question, like how close is this person to me. And of course, some things that some people do that are really close, it hurts you more than some things that people who are not close to you do. You ignore. So now I feel I can cut the person off, but still I won't be this hostile to the person. It's like, anyways, that's life, we move on. Like that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we've actually gone into the broken friendships.
Yeah, definitely. That
We dived
my
in.
question kind of like initiated that topic.
Yes.
So
what about you? Like,
what about me?
how do you handle broken friendships?
Well,
like someone who's hurt you,
like
done
I
you
said,
bad.
if I go back to my way of being friends with people, like I don't know, I want to say that in my almost 30 years of life, I have not really experienced any friendship heartbreaks like you did, because I'm kind of different, like
You're
as
reserved.
I'm very like, I don't like drama, I don't like fights, I
Yeah.
don't even know how to even initiate like arguments with people. Like if it happens that we have an argument, it's even going to happen without me even like, that was not even my motive. Like I don't know if I'm making any sense.
You're making sense. You're making sense.
So with that said, I don't really have any uh no, not that I can remember.
You don't have any broken friendships.
Broken friendship. Like, what do you mean
Just stop being friends. Like maybe something bad really happened between you two.
No, actually, like all the friendship that I had in the past that are no longer with me now in the future, it has to do mainly with just different types of lifestyles, or like prioritizing other people, other friends, than others. It's not like anything happened between me and that other person, for us to end things. Like if I, for example, now there's one specific
issue
that happened that I can remember now. Like me and this person, we are all a group of friends, okay?
Yeah.
And she now started being friends with another friend of mine.
Yeah.
So in a way now, she stopped just talking to all of us because she's not talking to this one person.
So it seems
it always has to do with other people. It's never with me directly. The issue. That's what I've known, and that is, like I said, that for all my friendship, it's something like that. Like, oh, I'm not talking to this girl anymore, and she's also friends with her.
That's the thing about girls' friendship.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut all that group of friends out completely.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with her. I would love to have a friendship with her. Just me and her, away from the other people. But I guess in the girl world that is not really very possible, because all these rules that we have. I mean, there are some rules that I agree on, and there are some rules that I just feel like, why should it be like that though? Like I'm just a very like, why should things be like this? Why can't we just have different groups of friends without it having to intervene with other groups? But in some way somehow that is not possible, because it's still going to some way somehow. It's a very complicated.
I was like that in the past.
A very complex topic. That is why for me I feel like I don't have broken friends. Like if I have any broken friendships, it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's not my fault that it became that way. It's the circumstances. Is the lifestyle. Is because she's not friends with someone else that I'm friends with. It never has to do with me directly. That's the answer. Sorry, I think
yes, that's true. I was like that in the past, with the sense like if I'm with a group of friends and I feel like one of them hurts me in a certain way, and the other group are actually like agreeing with that person and not like I don't feel like I'm being supported, that this person really hurts me, but they're actually taking side with that person. I also am that kind of person that just separate myself from all the groups.
All of them.
Yes, and I just stick on
But
my own.
you used to be like that. You're not
I
like
used
that
to be
anymore.
like that. No, I'm talking about like me being me before, like
Yeah,
in
before.
my the Lydia before, my childhood friendship. But the adult friendship now, it's not like that. Like we're all grown, like we're all mature. Like you cannot talk to this person, but I'll still talk to the person because I have no issues with the person. So it has to do with growth as well.
I strongly believe that growing now in adult friendships, it is possible to maybe you are a group of friends, maybe like five girls, and now something between you and someone else happened, so you guys are no longer talk to each other. But we now have no problem with you guys.
Yes.
We can. I believe that these three people now can easily create friendship with you, with each other, with you guys.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do that, there have to be some rules. Of course, you don't need to make the rules like public, but like girl codes.
Yeah, like
for
form
example,
of respect.
exactly.
Kind of.
If I'm going, if these three girls now hang out with you, don't be doing it and then you're talking about this girl.
Yes.
Or
yes.
if we hang out now with her, don't be talking about
her with us.
Like don't even like you just have to have that girl code.
Yes.
In that kind of situation. But I feel like it's very hard to do that though, because as girls
there is always some kind of gossip.
like, there's always some kind of thing to say, like, about, do you want to, we are so different and so complex, and there's a way you can just engage into some certain conversations about someone else that is not in the
yes
it's not like in the present right now. My English sorry guys. And like it's really hard, but I feel like moving forward, like you really have to try, if you really value the friendship.
Maybe not talk shit about that same person, considering you're still friends, even if the other person is not friend with the person.
Yeah.
Because maybe not like say things in a very negative way or say evil stuff.
Yeah.
Because it can easily come up. Like conversation about that other friend that is like on the outside can easily come up in that group, because one of them is already like having an issue with the one on the outside. So it's like trying not to, you can have a conversation about it, but trying not to side. How do you say, like
take any side, be diplomatic, be Switzerland.
Yes. Be Switzerland.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, trying not to take sides and trying not to speak evil of the other person.
And those are the rules I personally am trying to abide in and live my life in, like based in, because I just want to imagine how would I want to be treated if I was. It has never happened to me though. As far as I know.
You don't know. Do you know if it's behind you?
As far as I know, like I said.
Yes, and also the thing with my own mindset as well is like the things I'm to say or the conversation I'm to have about someone behind their back, I should be able to say it to the person in front of the person. It's like, because also with girls' friendship, conversations can go outside of the group.
Yeah.
And it can be twisted. It can be
easily.
It can be twisted. Yeah.